Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon in Vietnam and good morning in Switzerland. My name is Tracy Chen, Managing Director for QTS Australia in Vietnam. During over half of decade supporting education and community development in Vietnam, QTS has been bringing the right future for thousands of Vietnamese students to study abroad and success. So we understand the aspirations of Vietnamese students. They have a deep interest in the environment and learning experiences in developed countries. And of course, Switzerland is also among them with a strength in quality education, sophisticated culture, and the beauty of its people and the nation. Switzerland has been always attract international students who want to come here to study. So today I would like to introduce you Hotel and Tourism Management Institute, stand for HTMi. This is a prominent leading institute in the field of tourism and hospitality training in Switzerland. With the goal of providing students with a high quality education, HTMi graduates meet the needs of the world modern international hotel and tourism industries. So let's join me and learn about HTMi Switzerland through this video.
Welcome to HTMi, where we are more than a world-leading hospitality institute.
Where all the cultures from around the world unite to become the HTMi family.
Welcome to Sorenberg, where HTMi meets the great outdoors.
Where we deliver the perfect blend of professionalism and the elegant art of showmanship.
Where we will introduce you to Swiss, European and international culinary arts, as well as the wonderful world of baking and pastry. Best wishes and great dishes.
Hier lernt und versteht man die Muttersprache vom Anfänger bis zum Fortgeschrittenen in einem deutschsprachigen Schweizer Umfeld.
Where we will welcome you to our HTMi family, and Nuremberg becomes your home away from home.
With all your learnings, we'll give you access to our global network of international hospitality employers.
Where one of our key pillars of learning is through our academic research center.
Here you will expand your knowledge on the exciting world of international tourism and destination marketing.
Where we immerse you into the wonderful world of practical events management. And as I always like to say, life at HTMi is an event. Live it, love it.
One, two,
wonderful video. Thank you so much for HTMi. I would like to introduce you today QTS Australia. So QTS is an Australian education and training organization. We are founded, mentored, and managed by excellent professors from Australia and global leading education and technology experts. The mission of QTS is to provide students in Vietnam and in Asia Pacific region an internationally recognized training programs and sustainable future success. Let's take a look at our video about QTS Australia to understand why we are the leading international EdTech education in Vietnam.
Global education has significantly changed in the era of the Industrial Revolution. Applied technologies, namely artificial intelligence, digital learning, deep learning, data analysis, sophisticated learning system, are now widely used in almost every field, including teaching and learning. The application of technology in education is a breakthrough that aims for study forecast and behavior analysis, then opt to personalize the highly effective learning experience. Quality Training Solutions QTS is Australian education and training organization in Vietnam, aiming at educational goals and sustainable community development. QTS is founded and consulted by Professor Emeritus from Australia, America, Europe, and top education and tech experts, under the encouragement and sponsorship of the government and Australian education agencies. We are honored to bring international programs that are built on advanced technologies and delivered through the blended learning approach. These programs are brought to Vietnam to enhance the quality of human capital through education. QTS Professor Board is on its way to improve and ensure the quality of its programs to meet the strict criteria of Australia's education quality accreditation and the international standards. The QTS diplomas offered the opportunity to experience an international higher education program in Vietnam, help students to gain an Australian qualification, and enable them to transfer to the second year of prestigious universities in Australia and the USA with tuition savings and career advancement. Our programs allow the Vietnamese younger generation to pursue their higher education dreams abroad and in Vietnam with an affordable budget. Aiming to upgrade the skill set of Vietnamese human capital in several industries and sectors like business, medicine, healthcare, aviation, and technology. QTS English is the best choice for professionals to improve their English proficiencies, obtain their career advancement, and get ahead in their fields. Besides, QTS English is an optimal choice for Vietnamese universities that wish to create the next generation of skilled workforce contributing to national development. Furthermore, QTS has been investing in an international training system for younger learners from the age of 8 and above, preparing them for their future conquer into the world through the Global Citizen Training Program QTeens. QTeens creates an international learning environment in Vietnam, not only trains learners language skills but also helps them develop essential soft skills needed for higher academic programs and future professions. Together with its strategic partners, QTS has successfully been bringing international programs to over 7 million learners all over the world, and thousands of learners locally, helping hundreds of learners who expect to study overseas be able to pursue their educational goals and economize tuition fees via QTS diploma program. QTS also equips hundreds of learners with the knowledge, communication skills, and professional manner in an international environment through the English program QTS English. The Global Citizenship Training Program, QTeens, offers young Vietnamese students an opportunity to adapt and accustom themselves to innovative learning methods. QTeens also prepares them with interpersonal and thinking skills and language competencies for the competitive globalization era. QTS has become a solution for the human resources development of reputable enterprises and groups like ACCA, Deloitte, FPT, and TalentNet. Also, QTS is the bridge between learners and top universities in Australia and the US, such as the Queensland University of Technology, University of Canberra, Western Sydney University, and other Vietnam's top universities, are MIT University, and British University Vietnam. Besides training human capital, QTS also concentrates on projects supporting community development via the QTS Professors Fund. After more than 6 years in operation in Vietnam, QTS has achieved numerous accomplishments in Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, Da Nang, Da Lat, Bien Hoa, even rural regions such as Northwest Region, Phu Yen, Doc Nong, Tai Nguyen, Q. In the role of bringing opportunities accessing to the international education program for learners here. Over the years, we have given more than 600 global e-teachers student grants, aiming to help teachers and lecturers to improve their English skills and raise the teaching quality towards international standards. Global e-healthcare student scholarship grants gratitudes to more than 100 doctors and nurses in Vietnam to enhance their professional knowledge and skills by being proficient in the global language. In working with governmental, non-governmental, and non-profit organizations, QTS's social projects have been changing the future of less fortunate children in Vietnam towards a positive and sustainable direction via education. Numbers of scholarships have been given to children and disabled students of AIDS to children without parents, Rose Orphanage, No One Teach One, SOS Villages, Plant the Seeds Ben Tree, DRD, Dream Seed, Deloitte's Lighting Up Your Future and many more. Together we change the future. QTS, Australian Education Organisation.
So thank you so much for listening. Back to the main purpose of signing ceremony today, 20 August of 2021. So we all here together to witness the signing for Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation between QTS Australia and HTMi Switzerland. So at least a note to the main board participating today, I'm delightful to let you know that we will broadcast it to thousands of our students in Vietnam, together with hundreds of educational stakeholders, teachers and allies within our network for this ceremony. So no matter the distance and pandemic of COVID-19, QTS Australia and HTMi Switzerland have agreed to hold the signing ceremony virtually, where the MOU will be signed simultaneously in two main locations, one in Ho Chi Minh City and Lausanne City in Switzerland. So now I wish to acknowledge the presence of Professor Raymond Gordon, Chairman and Representative for the Board of QTS Vietnam and Australia.
Hello, hello.
Mr. Ian Lamore, CEO and Representative for HTMi Switzerland.
Hello, hello.
We also wish to acknowledge Mr. Jack Eisen, Head of Academic of HTMi Switzerland, and Ms. Lucy Nguyện, Regional Marketing Manager of HTMi Switzerland in Vietnam. Okay, so first of all, I would like to welcome Mr. Ian Lamore, representative for HTMi Switzerland, to deliver his remarks about HTMi expectation on this occasion.
Okay, so we are delighted to be part of this signing ceremony and to form a collaboration with QTS Australia in Vietnam, and we're delighted to do this for many reasons. QTS is a very highly recognized, well-known organization, and you've got a great reputation in Vietnam already. Secondly, we see a very strong synergy or collaboration potential between what we can offer students and what you can offer students. So I think the combination of both of those can be potentially very powerful. We focus more on hospitality skills and people development, and also for the hotel and tourism industry, but also for any hospitality part of any industry in the world as well. And combining that with the very strong business background that we've just seen on the video there, I think is a very powerful combination. So we look forward to welcoming lots of students into Switzerland from QTS to have the second part of their educational path and leading them into a very bright future as well. So that's why we're here and delighted to do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ian Lamore. And from QTS side, I would like to introduce Professor Raymond Gordon. I would like to take some minutes to let you know about this famous professor in Australia and Vietnam. So Professor Ray is not only QTS chairman, but he also the Vice Chancellor and President of British University in Vietnam. Previously, he held leadership positions such as head of Bond Business School in Bond University, Australia, and also head of the Graduate School of Business at the University of Technology, Sydney, and head of Center for Commerce and Management in RMIT, Vietnam. So I would like to welcome Professor Raymond Gordon.
Thank you, Ms. Chang, and thank you for a delightful introduction. Mr. Lamoa, Mr. Jack Iverson, and Miss Lucy Wynn, and all the other HTMi team that may get to see this MOU ceremony, and of course Miss Chang and Miss Chan and her husband also, Tuan, who I don't know is attending today, but he may well be very busy, and of course Catherine Gordon from the Australian branch, and of course all the QTS team who are there now watching and are really quite proud of what we're actually doing here today, and any other distinguished guests too. Yes, I am Professor Gordon, and I'm the chair of the board of QTS Australia and Vietnam. What I really am pleased about in regards to this MOU and the beginning of a partnership is that its alignment with QTS's mission. And QTS's mission in both Australia and Vietnam is to help people create opportunities for themselves and their families and other people as well. And in particular, those people who would normally find these types of opportunities in education out of their reach. That's what we're attempting to do, is to help those types of people engage and have opportunities that they can create for themselves. QTS does this by utilising education technology to deliver high quality English language programs and Australian-based training programs that qualify students to enter universities throughout the world, and many QTS alumni are already doing just that, studying now at different parts of the world, the US, and in the future, Switzerland, and of course throughout Australia. As the co-founder and chair of the board, it gives me great pleasure to attend this MOU signing and witnessing the first stage of a partnership between QTS and one of the most prestigious hospitality and tourism management education institutions in the world, and that's HTMi Switzerland. We're really very proud to begin to create this partnership. So this partnership sets up an opportunity for many Vietnamese students to pathway to HTMi and further their international learning experience and continue to forge links between Switzerland and Vietnam. So it's not hard to see the link between this partnership and our mission. It does exactly what we've set out to do, and we're creating opportunities for young Vietnamese to move forward in their lives and create opportunities. And QTS is very honoured to be associated with such a prestigious institution as HTMi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor. So from the design with the same long-term orientations, I believe both parties have come to the decision to cooperate to realize the common goal of creating the most optimal learning condition for Vietnamese students. So now I would like to request Ms. Lucy Nguyen, Regional Marketing Manager of HTMi Switzerland in Vietnam, to help us delay the purpose of cooperation and the areas of cooperation between QTS Australia and HTMi Switzerland.
Thank you. Yes, on behalf of HTMi, I'm located in Vietnam and the representative of HTMi Switzerland in Southeast Asia. HTMi Switzerland has been searching for a reliable partner with a high reputation in Vietnam for a long time, and we're looking for the organization who can build up a strong foundation for students before studying abroad. Okay, some of the students is not really ready, like immediately to leave their family and to study abroad, or they are not very strong in English, in presentation skill or soft skill. So we are searching for the organization that can build up these foundation for our students, and then they can be ready to study abroad. And finally, among many organizations, we are happy that we find QTS, and we are very excited to start our sustainable cooperation with QTS. So that is the reason we have our cooperation, start our cooperation today. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Lucy, for your wonderful speech. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Jack Iverson, Head of Academic of HTMi, to deliver your confirmation about articulation for 1+2 bachelor program between QTS and HTMi. So this pathway opportunity will provide for QTS students an excellent opportunity to year 2 of HTMi in International Hospitality Management degree.
Thanks, Tracy. And this is just to formalize the articulation confirmation for the 1+2 bachelor's program between QTS and HTMi Switzerland. After successfully completing the program of the QTS Diploma of Business with a course duration of 12 months on average for full-time students and up to 24 months for part-time students, those qualified students with an IELTS of 5.5 or higher or an equivalent test score are transferred to HTMi to continue studying their higher diploma in the Graduate Faster course. This will be followed by a paid internship in Switzerland arranged by HTMi, and then on to our bachelor's program, the BSc Honours degree in International Hospitality Management, co-awarded by Ulster University, UK, and the Bachelor of Arts, BA in International Hospitality and Tourism Management here at HTMi Switzerland. This collaboration is for attracting international students from critical channels of QTS English programs and QTS high schools projects to study full-time at HTMi campus in Switzerland.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you so much, Jack. And I would like to welcome Lucy again to deliver your speech about the recruitment collaboration among QTS and the study abroad in HTMi Switzerland and sell together with remote educational activities.
Yes, it is. I can say that like since HTMi enters Vietnam, we haven't have any exciting program like this. So we believe that this program will deliver the best benefit to the students. In the future, HTMi Switzerland will be side to side with QTS in all the workshop, seminars, exhibitions, or other activity to promote the image of both organizations. We believe that with unique pathway from Vietnam to Switzerland like this, it will give the best benefit to our students, especially that for their future career. With the slogan of HTMi, come as student, become a manager, we hope that we can build up like we can have so many future managers in the future with this cooperation. Thank you.
Many thanks, Lucy. So with the professionalism among two institutions, we believe that this partnership will be very successful. So the MOU today on cooperation between QTS Australia and HTMi Switzerland will formally establish the articulation between both parties. So it is intended to be a document that provides the basic for good cooperation and benefits for all students of QTS, including the following responsibility for both parties. So on this path, I would like to request Professor Raymond Gordon to give your confirmation about QTS Australia responsibilities.
Oh, okay. So our responsibilities are to ensure that our students introduce and transfer or complete their diploma programs as per the requirements of ASQA, which is the Australian Skills Quality Agency. So we introduced that transfer program, and so that our students certainly know all about that, and we're very skilled at that as well. And of course, we will engage our marketing and our salespeople. We see this as a great opportunity for Vietnamese people. We'll support HTMi Switzerland to hold seminars at QTS and other things too. You know, I mean, we may well have additional study tours. In other words, I see this as the beginning of our the MOU, but we may well find lots of different ways that we can begin to collaborate and make contributions to both institutions, not just with respect to these key responsibilities. And of course, we'll engage with and handle the transfer of the qualified students to HTMi and work with HTMi in regards to having a very transparent and no hassle once COVID's over, trip and then moving on to Switzerland. But like I just said, what I'd also like to say is we'd really like to continue to meet, particularly through Miss Lucy as well, who's here in Vietnam, and see how we might continue additional collaborations and other things that we could do for the two institutions. For instance, Vietnam's a wonderful destination for tourism, and the tourism industry is exploding within Vietnam, and the people who are in it are learning about international tourism and an international service and so forth. And it would be wonderful if somehow we could set up opportunities for maybe HTMi students to visit on a study tour and see some of the tourism and hospitality areas in two wonderful, well actually not just two, many wonderful cities within Vietnam, and of course the regional areas, and in particular the beach areas as well, which are very, very attractive. So I look at it. Sure, we have these key responsibilities, which we can see listed on the screen, but I'd like to really build a partnership so that we can work together in lots of different ways and find new ways in which we can help to contribute to each other's business.
Thank you so much, Professor Gordon. So in the same way too, I would like to request Mr. Ian Lamore to confirm and deliver the HTMi Switzerland responsibilities in this partnership.
Okay, thank you. I guess I have my own slide for this, yes. That's it. So I will reflect what Professor Gordon just said. We too would like to build a partnership, and HTMi from a hotel school perspective sees the value of a global community very much, and we've been building partnerships for 20 years around the world, and we find the strongest way to build a partnership is to involve the students, so both Switzerland and in this case QTS together somehow, and we have many ways to do that, and that's something that we will introduce through Lucy, like international student forums and research conferences and all sorts of stuff, competition and so on. So that will definitely happen from our side and from working together with QTS. Specifically, our responsibilities, as it says on the screen, which are very straightforward. We will work with QTS to make sure that the students are well equipped with all the correct teaching materials, staff, academics, training facilities, and so on. And we're very well practiced at doing that. We will make sure that the QTS students get the correct visa support services, and again, we're very experienced at doing that, and even now Vietnam is open to sending students to Switzerland, which is very good news for everybody. So we can start this very quickly and move students into Switzerland. Because the sooner we have very good examples of students that have been from QTS to HTMi, the better for everybody. And we can obviously keep QTS updated in future with students' progress, and the students can join not only your global community, but also our alumni community in future as well. So we have ways to do that as well. But essentially, these things are all about people working together well. And that's something that we hold our hand out today to say you're most welcome to Switzerland, and I'm sure we're very welcome to QTS, not just in Vietnam, but also Australia as well. I'm sure Jack Iverson can't wait to go to Australia to meet you sometime next year, as he just told you as well. So welcome, and we know our responsibilities and we will fulfill them.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ian.
You're welcome.
For sure, now let's come into the most important section for today, that is the side of officially signing MOU among us. So from QTS perspective, we will be representing by Professor Raymond Gordon, and from HTMi Switzerland, Mr. Ian Laymore gonna representing to sign this MOU. So you have the pen.
Here's a pen.
Yes, and
here's
MOU
a contract. Here's the signature.
And everyone, we put your hand together for this moment.
Here's the result. Professor Gordon, can you hold your contract up?
Wow. Excellent. So thank you so much for a great section. Next step, the QTS Secretariat, they will coordinate with HTMi Switzerland headquarters on the exchange of signed MOU for the other party to countersign QTS and HTMi Switzerland. So we will then have the respective copies with signatures of both Professor Gordon and then Mr. Ian Laymore. So this concludes an end of our ceremony. We wish to extend our sincere appreciation as well as our best wishes for the good health and well-being of everyone who joined us this afternoon. So thank you so much for today, and definitely we're gonna follow up very soon for the wonderful activity on student recruitment later. Thank you.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day. Well done. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.